welcome to Live Your Dream TV, the coolest place on the web for entrepreneurs to be inspired, educated, and entertained. My name is Carbo, and we have a special treat today. We are here with Cara Nether and the Women in Wellness. Welcome, Cara.
Hello, how are you?
Great, great. I'm so happy to be back here in the center. It's been a while.
It's good to have you here.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, I've really been waiting to interview you. I've been very excited, and so much is going on. We're preparing for the expo, and we're getting things done, and so I'm really glad I got the opportunity to come out here to the center and get a little zen.
Thanks for making the trip.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So let's just get a little background about the Women in Wellness, about what you do and your acupuncture business.
Sure. So Women in Wellness has been around for 5 years now. It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah.
Those years have gone by pretty
Right.
fast. It started off just myself.
Okay.
When I graduated from acupuncture school, it's a master's degree program. I went to Thai Sophia Institute for the Healing Arts down in Laurel. And I love the program. And when I graduated, I hired a business coach who focuses specifically with acupuncturists. And his first question to me was, who are you? What is it that you have to offer? And what population are you going to be able to do your best work with?
Wow.
And I tell you, I spent about 3 months trying to answer those questions.
Wow.
I looked back through a lot of my journals and writings, and I had actually applied and was accepted to a few social work schools, so I looked at some of the essays that they have us write.
Okay.
And everything I looked at talked about my love of helping women to see their bigger selves, to understand their power and their purpose in the world.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So was my answer. I decided, I really want to start an organization that's going to be able to help women to see how they can truly be their greatest selves in the world and use acupuncture as a way of moving any kind of stuck energy that might be keeping them from that.
Yeah, and that's important. And I mean, I don't know if men have that same level of issue that women have, but maybe because we're such givers and nurturers and carers and do everythingers, that's why that's more important for us.
Well, I think that men do have their own places where they get stuck, certainly.
Sure.
And I think you're right. We are natural caregivers. We are born that way.
Yeah.
And our society really teaches us to give all the time.
Right.
Give until it hurts sometimes. Give until we've forgotten about ourselves.
Right.
So I wanted to start an organization that really focused specifically on women's issues.
Fabulous. Okay, and so we are now in the Heartsgate Wellness Center.
Yes.
So we're in Towson.
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the center.
Okay, Heartsgate is a center that I started. We've been here for 4 years now with 3 other partners. So there's 4 of us that own the center. There's another acupuncturist, massage therapist, and psychotherapist.
Okay.
And we wanted to create a center that was going to allow other practitioners to come and get, have a home base and a place to kind of root their practices and get started, as well as a center that was going to allow our clients to feel really comfortable and at home and have access to lots of different services. And I think we've been pretty successful with that.
Yes, it's very, very lovely here. I love coming. You just feel great. It feels like home. It's very well, just the environment is really nice.
Yeah, we're really enjoying it. I think we all feel like this is our second home.
Yeah.
So we've been able to do that. Like I said, this is our 4th year. July will be our 4th year.
That's awesome.
And we are all independent practitioners here, so Women in Wellness is actually housed here in Heartsgate Wellness Center.
Perfect. And not only can people come here for their services and to see their specialists, but you also have like a chat and chew, so tell us about that.
We do. Last year, Women in Wellness decided that we wanted to throw a party.
Okay.
I love parties.
Yeah.
Love throwing events. And so, this is an opportunity for women to come in. We serve a full, nutritious, healthy meal. We also have the herbalist. We have an herbal apothecary here in the building at Heartsgate.
Awesome. It's very cool.
An apothecary is like a pharmacy, so it's an herbal pharmacy. You go down there and there's just a bunch of jars and tinctures and things and barks and all kinds of stuff.
We're going to have to interview her.
Absolutely. So we have an herbal apothecary here. So they actually make an herbal non-alcoholic.
That's very good.
Herbal cocktail for us that we put in martini glasses with a little lemon wedge. So you have a great meal, nice drinks, and we talk about women's health issues. We'll bring in a guest speaker sometimes, and we'll also, bring in some fun activities. So, we've had somebody come in and do belly dancing with us, and healing sound bowls, all kinds of great stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we break into groups. So if you're interested in learning more about acupuncture, you have about a half an hour or so to sit and talk with me. If you want to know more about nutrition, you have a chance to sit and talk with our nutrition coach. If you want to know about herbal medicine, you get a chance to sit down with our acupuncturist, who's also an herbalist. So it's a really well-rounded, fun evening. The women just have a great time.
It is fun, yeah.
Tablecloths down, and real plates, and silverware. It's a fun event.
It's really nice, yeah. And I get turned on to several new foods that I now have in the house all the time.
That's something that we really were very intentional about.
Yeah.
There's always this chaos around getting good food on the table.
Yeah.
Like, how do we do that? And how do we do that in a timely manner, without being bored or eating the same things over and over again? So one of our intentions was to expose our clients to lots of different healthy foods that you can make quickly and easily, and recipes and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here's the exciting thing.
Okay.
We've actually upgraded the treatment chat and chew.
Oh.
Yeah, so this year it's going to be called the Remarkable Women's Chat and Chew.
Okay.
Women's Happy Hour. And so this is going to be in conjunction with a Remarkable Women's radio show that I'm doing with Lucky Sweeney from Evolutionary Women.
Wow.
The two of us are going to be doing a radio show together.
That's so cool.
So what's going to happen is the Tuesday before the treatment chat and chew, I'm going to be interviewing someone.
Okay.
A woman who has made some strides in her life by... Here's the thing.
Okay.
All of my clients are aware of what they need to do for themselves. There's no lack of information.
Okay.
But how do we actually integrate the information into our lives? That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
So the radio show will be interviewing a couple of women who will talk about small, repeatable steps that they've taken on in their lives, and how that just doing those small things over and over and over again, how that's made a big impact on their lives. Because that's how we actually make behavioral shifts and change things in our lives, is doing little bits over and over and over again until it is a habit and we don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
And then you pick up the next thing and you just keep going that way.
Yeah.
So the radio show will have that on the Tuesday before. That'll be the second Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
And then that person's actually going to show up for the treatment chat and chew, so we can have a little follow-up person-to-person conversation, so we can have conversation together about it.
That is bringing so much excitement to it. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a ton of fun.
Wow, you have so much on the board right now.
And...
This is great. See what happens when you can organize yourself?
We're always interested in raising money for nonprofits that focus on women's health issues.
Sure.
So at the treatment chat and chew, we'll be raising money for different women's focused organizations also.
That's awesome.
So we'll be doing a lot in those few hours together.
Good. Oh, I love that. I love that. And so now you also have something called the Free Her Now newsletter. Oh no, it's part of the newsletter.
Well, it's actually a new program. You know, what I did, Tara, is think a lot about what are the major issues that all of my clients are coming in with.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Everyone there's some themes here.
Yeah.
You know, so I started sitting still and sat still some time and really gave some thought to that.
Okay.
And I came up with 10 what I call pillars of wellness.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
So some of them are making sure we get good food on the table, which we just talked about.
Sure.
But how about hydration? You know, our bodies are made of like 75 or 80% water. If we're not taking in enough water, then our brains don't function well, our muscles don't function well, our joints don't function well.
Yeah.
And if we're not feeling well, here's my premise. If we're not feeling well, it's hard to be the person that we really want to be.
Yeah. Sure.
Not feeling well, then it's hard to do great things in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about rest? Making sure we get enough sleep at night.
You're hitting a home for me here.
Yeah, with three kids, right? Yeah. So how about having interactions with friends? Making sure we spend time with those people who really, can feed us,
Yeah.
and we get a chance to learn more about ourselves, and they get to uplift us a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's about 10 things.
Okay, that's great.
That I really believe that if we're able to get a handle on a handful of these and then work towards the others, then we're all going to feel well and be able to get out there and do the things we want to do. So what I did was actually create a weekly awareness worksheet.
Okay.
It's called Free Her Now.
I like this.
So the Free Her Now comes into play where, there's greatness in all of us. There's a purpose for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's the everyday stuff, these struggles that we go through that kind of keeps that woman buried in us.
Sure.
So when we're starting to feel tight, when we're starting to, not feel like we're able to express ourselves the way we want to, or we're starting to feel down, if we move into one or two of these things, these habits, then we can kind of get ourselves out of that. We can free that person stuck inside ourselves. That's where the Free Her Now comes from.
Yeah.
So this is a weekly awareness worksheet that we're actually going to be handing out as a gift if you come by the booth at the expo.
Yeah.
So you keep it with you all the time. You get to fill in what some of these things, specifically what they mean for you. So, around eating good food, like what might be the thing you want to do. Sometimes we're skipping breakfast all the time, or sometimes we really want to eat more green leafy vegetables. So whatever is specific to you.
Right.
And then you keep it with you all week, and you kind of check it off every time you.
Very cool.
Yeah. So and it's not a sheet. It's not a checklist to beat yourself up with.
Right.
You don't look at it and say, oh, I didn't do this. You look at it and you say, oh, I did these things.
Right.
And you know what? I really want to do one or two more, so let me figure out next week how I can do it better.
Yes.
By keeping the sheet with you, then you get a chance to actually not lose connection with the things that we really want to do for ourselves, that we know are important and good for our good health and well-being.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about it.
I'm excited. I need one of those today.
Well, you're
I'm excited. That sounds wonderful. Guys, Cara is, she just really helps everybody get well-rounded. I mean, the other ladies that she's got here at the Wellness Center, her perspective and her passion and how she uses acupuncture in what she wants to do is just so enriching. So I definitely encourage you to come out and meet her and visit the Wellness Center. Definitely make the Chat and Chew, for sure. There's so much fun.
Second Thursday of every month.
Second Thursday of every month.
6:30 in the evening.
Okay, yeah. And definitely visit the site and just dig in a little bit. So share your site with us.
Yes, our website is www.womeninwellness, MD as in Maryland.com.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Well, it's been really lovely talking with you today.
It's been great. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
You're welcome. And can you wrap it up for us with the question of the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Okay, here's a question.
Okay.
Can you name two things, very small habits, that if you had the opportunity to do these every day, they would actually enhance your life? Just two daily habits. If you were doing these things every day, they would really enhance your life. So the question is, what are those two things?
Wow. Wow, that's good. I want to know what they are. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Remember that our passion truly is your passion, and together our goal is to go out there and help one more person live their dream. Thanks for watching.
Take care.